Hi, I'm Ian McClelland of West Hills, California, and this is my Backpacker Gear Tester application video. Just to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm 23 years old. I originally grew up on the East Coast, but after graduating college last June, I moved out here to the Los Angeles area, where I've really enjoyed getting to know all the outdoor spots and where to go hiking. I'm an Eagle Scout. I've worked in the outdoor industry for 5 years now, doing everything from retail to leading people, both adults and children, in backpacking trips. And in thinking about this video, I went through a whole lot of ideas. I even thought about making a Man vs. Wild spoof, but I decided in the end that the best way to tell you about me was really just to give you a brief trip report on the last camping trip I went on. So here it is. Enjoy.
Just last weekend on an impulse, I decided to play hooky from work Friday night and head up to Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks for a couple nights. We got to the park just before sunset and made base camp in the Potwisha campground along the General's Highway. At around 2,500 feet, Potwisha was nice and warm when we got there, and we slept like babies Friday night. Saturday morning, we packed up camp and headed deeper into the park to the Sequoia Groves. While Potwisha was warm and dry at its low altitude, up above 8,000 feet where the big trees grew, the snow was still 2 feet deep in some places, big enough to cover some of the helpful park signs. That's my hiking partner, Barbara. We had a lot of fun exploring the park that day, but we were sad to discover all the campsites were closed deeper inside the park. Since we didn't have time to hike enough into the backcountry, at the end of the day we headed back down to Potwisha. Around midnight Saturday night it started absolutely pouring. Sometime in the wee hours of the morning I heard Barbara whimper, and when I asked if she was all right, she just replied, "It's loud." We made it through the night though, in large part thanks to my trusty Half Dome, which has kept me dry time after time when things got miserable outside. The next morning it was still raining outside, so I got a chance to test out my brand new Shuxan event jacket. You can see it here strapped to my pack the day before. I remember when REI first announced that this jacket was so breathable it didn't need pit zips. I was pretty skeptical, but I started seeing third-party reviews that said it really did work. So when I lost my Patagonia Rain Shadow at the same time that my dividend arrived in the mail, I decided maybe it was time to give the jacket a shot. So far, I've been really impressed. It kept me dry and warm in the park, and since I'm a 6'2", fairly skinny guy, I really appreciate the extra length in the hem and sleeves. Being in the park that morning was the coolest thing because you could look at the foothills and see the altitude break where the rain turned into snow higher up. We explored for a long time, but we hadn't really come equipped for a winter trip, so eventually we decided it was time to say goodbye to the Sequoias until next time.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed my video, and I want to say thank you so much for reviewing my application, and I hope to hear from you soon. Hi. I'm Ian McClelland from West Hills, California, and I don't think I should point at myself. I've worked in the outdoor industry for about 5 years now, from doing everything from retail to starting over the take, because I don't like this one. I moved out to the LA area to start my life and start this takeover. I look forward to hearing from you. Yeah. Well, I've hoped you enjoy, and thank you so much for I want to say thank you so much for viewing my replication. And I want to say thank you so much for reviewing. Thank you so much for reviewing my application. I was so excited to get through it that time. Well, I hope you've enjoyed. I'm done. I'm done doing the intro. It's good. It's fine. I'm just done.